When a committed teacher brings an 8-year-old sick orphan boy home for a simple family weekend, they discover a faded photograph of a woman. This find will disrupt their calm routine and unveil a secret from 8 years prior. Who is this enigmatic woman? And why does her face seem familiar to the teacher's husband? Can a labyrinth of paperwork and an urgent, life-threatening surgery be navigated in time? How did a couple leading a tranquil life come to be involved in this drama? Find out in today's story. And please let us know where you're listening from. As snow swirls outside the frosted windows of the orphanage, coating the courtyard in soft silence, Emma Walsh, a young primary school teacher, finishes packing her last of the volunteer paperwork. She's been here for 3 winters, but tonight feels unique. Her gaze drifts toward Oliver Morgan, an 8-year-old boy sitting alone by the window, his thin frame hunched as he traces snowflakes with distant eyes. Emma's heart aches. He never takes part in the lively games, held back by a congenital heart defect and a quieter sorrow. Yet no one dares to approach him. Margaret, Emma calls softly to the director. Margaret Hayes, may I speak with you? In the dim hallway, she implores to take Oliver home for the weekend. Margaret's brow furrows, her concern for the boy's vulnerability evident. However, something in Emma's sincere voice, perhaps her own unexpressed desire for motherhood, convinces her. A single signature on a permission slip, and suddenly, Oliver's world is set to expand beyond these cold stone confines. 20 minutes later, Emma's aging sedan crunches through the fresh snow down winding lanes. In the passenger seat, Oliver tightens his grip on a battered backpack. Each mile seems to stretch his sense of wonder, street lights dripping with icicles, the stillness of a sleeping town. Emma glances at him through the rear-view mirror. For once, words aren't necessary. They arrive at a modest brick apartment, where Michael Walsh, Emma's husband and a mechanical engineer by profession, stand on the stoop, breath visible in the cold air. Welcome, Oliver, he says, greeting the boy with a warm smile and inviting demeanor. Oliver takes a tentative step forward, curiosity piquing. The door closes behind them, and Oliver's heart, long restrained by hospital routines, begins to stir with a new rhythm. Inside the apartment, the soft glow of lamplights around them. Emma leads Oliver to the dining table, set with steaming bowls of soup and a crusty loaf of bread. Then, as if by magic, a slice of homemade apple pie appears. Oliver's eyes widen at the sight of the flaky crust and the rich scent of cinnamon. How do you like it? Emma asks. He pauses, relishing his first genuine taste of home. This is amazing. Each bite appears to weave a delicate thread of belonging. Michael quietly observes, his engineer's mind racing with thoughts on how to protect and elevate this boy who finds every simple pleasure miraculous. Later, Michael guides Oliver to a corner of the living room dominated by glass display, cases filled with rows of model airplanes that span decades, from propeller-driven classics to sleek jets. Oliver's eyes illuminate like twin searchlights at the sight of AC-76. This one, Michael explains gently, lifting the model, could carry supplies across continents. And this MiG-29, he holds out a sleek fighter jet, tops 2, 000 mph. Oliver touches the miniature wings, as if testing the smooth paint. I want to be a pilot when I grow up. For a moment, Emma sees the boy she first met by the window leap beyond his frailty. In his voice is fierce hope, a belief that the sky may one day embrace him. The next morning, as Michael packs Oliver's few belongings, he unzips a pocket in the boy's worn coat, and a faded photograph flutters out. It features a young woman with sorrowful eyes and a small birthmark above her lip. Michael's breath catches, and his heart recognizes her instantly. Catherine Katie Sullivan, the spirited golden-haired first love he once cherished. She was a girl he had torn himself away from 8 years ago amid relentless family pressure. Her image forever imprinted on his memory and soul. Collapsing into a chair, the photograph trembles in his hand. Emma rushes to his side. Wordlessly, Michael reveals a miraculous truth. Oliver's eyes. His smile, they are reflections of Katie's. Could this boy be his son? At breakfast, Emma and Michael sit across from Oliver at the small kitchen table, keenly observing his mixture of curiosity and apprehension. With soft, steady voices, they share the revelations. His mother, Katie, held him close, soothing him with gentle lullabies even as her health declined, nurturing the hope that he might one day know his father. Oliver listens intently, his eyes widening as each revelation settles in with the morning light. A new truth casting a weighty promise. "Would you like me to be your father?" Michael asks, his voice shaky. Oliver's solemn nod breaks the stillness, and his small shoulders straighten as the weight of new hope nestles in his heart. In that pivotal moment, an unbreakable vow is formed. Michael will claim him as a son, standing guard over him with unwavering devotion and ensuring he never confronts life's challenges alone. News travels swiftly. DNA tests confirm Michael is Oliver's father, yet a maze of bureaucratic challenges and paperwork drags on relentlessly. In the meantime, Oliver's condition becomes increasingly precarious. He urgently requires delicate, high-cost heart surgery that cannot be postponed. Initially resistant, Michael's mother, Evelyn Walsh, ultimately sells her apartment's equity to fund the operation after witnessing Oliver's bravery. In the Capitol's surgical wing, Emma, Michael, and Evelyn endure excruciating hours, each second reverberating with Katie's final plea, "Take care of him." Finally, the surgeon appears, exhaustion etched on her face after a precision-driven surgery that extended into the night and challenged the very best of the surgical team's skills. The operation proves triumphant. Oliver's congenital heart defect is fully repaired, his once fragile heart now beating with the vigor of a healthy child. In that instant, tears of relief and joy fill the waiting room as Emma and Michael embrace, overwhelmed with the understanding that their son's future is no longer dictated by risk, but rather by the limitless possibilities of a life reclaimed. Rehabilitation unfolds in small achievements. Oliver's first unaided steps down a hospital corridor, his tentative dribble on a basketball court, the victorious flight of a brand new model airplane he painstakingly constructs in honor of his late sister, Katie, whose tiny heartbeat Emma discovers during a routine checkup, signifying the unpredictable nature and grace of life itself. Emma reminisces about the countless appointments filled with hushed consultations and shattered hopes, the silent tears shed in darkness when doctors deliver their grim diagnosis of infertility. Yet now, with a single positive test and the midwife's tender smile, those years of yearning and despair dissolve into pure euphoria. Tears of joy streak down Emma's cheeks as she shares the news with Michael and Oliver, each enveloped in a wave of revived optimism. In that moment, the family comes to realize that sometimes the most extraordinary miracles emerge when we least expect them, breathing new possibilities into a future they had scarcely dared to envision. Spring's first blooms herald the final adoption hearing. In the sunlit courtyard, Oliver, now a vigorous, healthy boy with eyes sparkling with joy and laughter, proudly stand between Emma and Michael, beaming as they solemnly vow to embrace him into their family and be his loving parents forevermore. One evening, the family visits Katie Sullivan's serene gravesite. Oliver lays a single white rose atop the stone, whispering, "Thank you, Mom. I'm happy now," as the petals drift in the breeze. Emma slips her arm around Michael's waist, her eyes glistening. Together, under a wide and infinite sky, they walk home as one, a testament that love can heal even the deepest wounds, and that a family is formed not solely of blood, but through sacrifice, hope, and unwavering devotion. What do you think of today's extraordinary story? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. And thank you for tuning in to Storyline Narratives.